Good evening, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the partially mask-wearing militant state of Michigan, where we will have a governor and dictator for the next 4 years. So this has sort of been on my mind a little bit. It just sort of got me thinking that kind of like what you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis? And that is what a judge said in the, I guess you could call it a pre-trial hearing of the officer, Christopher Schur. He was the one that shot Patrick Loyoya, something like that. That was the Grand Rapids police officer that pulled over the vehicle. The license plates didn't match the vehicle. He takes off running. A struggle ensues. And the officer ends up shooting Patrick. You could call it execution style, or shooting him in the head. So he had, I guess, you could call it a circuit trial. It was to see if he would be bound over for trial. I believe it's second-degree murder. And I haven't quite accomplished the filming and looking at what I'm talking about thing. But this is what the judge said, and I'm kind of like thinking of it and paraphrasing it a little bit, that really has me wondering, like, well, if you're a judge, aren't you supposed to judge? It's very disturbing, but here it is. He's talking about the split-second decisions that officers have to make. But it's really not him for judge. Although he's a judge, it's not for him to judge with 20/20 hindsight, sort of the responsibility of the actions that were taken. It's not for him to judge because he has like 20/20 hindsight, and he's sitting behind an armor-plated, whatever he is, armor-plated, I don't read it, but basically he sees things from a good safe distance. With 20/20 hindsight, he wasn't there, he doesn't know. But you're supposed to judge it on the facts. You know, reasonable force. Did he have a right to shoot him to defend himself if he was in fear for his life? But no, see, he's going to leave it up to, he's not going to judge this, even though he is a judge. He could have just dismissed the case, but he bound it over for trial, and I'm pretty sure it's second-degree murder. It does have, although it's not first degree, it does, you can be sentenced for life for second-degree murder. But no, see, he is going to leave the judging up to 12 people with 20/20 hindsight sitting behind an armor-plated juror box. So he's like, hey, look, I'm an idiot. I really can't judge this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass responsibility on to 12 idiots. I just, for whatever reason, found his comments to be sus. To be rather hypocritical, that I'm here to judge, but no, I'm not going to judge this because I really don't have the experience, but I'm going to let 12 people that have absolutely no experience, but they have to go into the courtroom, you know, and sit there and have to listen to Reverend Al Sharpton outside hollering, you know, justice for Patrick, justice for Patrick. The media circus that goes on, the thought of, boy, if we don't convict, maybe this will turn into another riot or some shit like that. So it won't be based on facts. It'll be based on emotion. It'll be based on public sentiment. It'll be based on, could be based on racism, but it won't be a judicial verdict. It'll be based on social issues. It'll be a social verdict. And I'm also thinking, we really don't need to defund the police, because the legal system is doing a really good job of that. There's no way in hell I would want to be in law enforcement. There's just no way. A lot of these kids maybe spend a few years in the military, or maybe they go to cop school after graduating high school, and then maybe they go to a training that's sponsored by the city or the county or whatever. So you're 24 years old, you have your career, you get into a tussle with a 2-time felon, have to use lethal force, and now not only is your career more likely than not over, but your freedom is gone as well. Who the fuck wants to be 24, 25 years old and take a job knowing damn well that any day could really be your last day of freedom? Or hell, I guess the best thing would be killed in action, killed in the line of duty, because that resolves you of some of the responsibility, or at least the consequences of it. I don't know. I just found, I found his comments to be rather off-putting. That a judge says, "Nah, I can't judge this because, this whole 2020 hindsight thing." But I'll let 12 people that have 2020 hindsight, we'll let them judge it. I don't know. It just really got me thinking, and I just don't think that there's I think the legal system itself in the the social justice is doing a good job of that, because there's no way I want to put my freedom on the line because somebody doesn't have enough sense to at least obey basic commands like stay here and put your hands up. So this is Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.